the way that you're trying to get in shape for summer is probably the incorrect way. Let me show you why keeping the weights heavy is much better than lightweight and high reps. What's going on, guys? Larry Brown here at Tenacity Strength, back again. 20 weeks of summer series going on, and as the weeks tick by, it seems that everything is just starting to speed up. Don't let these sub-zero temps fool you in the Midwest. We will be wearing revealing clothing soon. Well, most of us will be wearing revealing clothing soon, and I'm doing my part to make sure that you're ready. So today's video subject is something that is near and dear to my heart, and honestly, it annoys me that I hear this so much. And in the year of our Lord 2025, we still have I do lightweight for high reps to burn more calories so I can burn the fat off. You're wrong. Stop it. There is no, like I said, I'm not a science guy. I'm not a huge science guy, but there's no studies that support that. There's absolutely no one in the history of never has used lightweight for high reps to lose a ton of weight and look great. The alternative way, the real best way to look great this summer, if you are a gym goer, keep it heavy, which is why I advise everybody to start off with a strength block. Now, keep in mind, a strength block is going to look different for a lot of people. Some of you aren't strong enough to have a strength block, which is absolutely fine. For those of you that are in the gym, that have been in the gym for a minute, I recommend you get your strength up, because keeping it heavy, what's that's going to do? The first thing that's going to do is that's going to help develop you. That's going to help build muscle. You got a heavy load that you have to fight against. That's going to build muscle if you keep it within a certain rep range, which is usually 5 to 30, right? 30 is not as heavy as it could be, but if you're strong, it's still pretty heavy. And if you have 5, if you're going down to 5 reps, that's when it gets to be a little bit more strength building. But that's good too, because you want to make sure that you have a high strength reserve, because what's going to happen when the calories come down, when you're really ratcheting up the diet to lose that body fat, that strength reserve is going to help you be able to continue to push heavy as you lose fat. I really don't know where lightweight high reps came in. It has definitely been something that I've had to argue against for 20 years at least, and I've been involved in this since I was 11. So please keep in mind that lightweight and high reps really don't do anything. It's really just a messy talking point, because every time you bring that up, I'm going to refute you and I'm going to tell you you're wrong, and you're going to fight me on it, and I'm going to keep telling you that you're wrong. So now that I've told you to keep it heavy, well, Larry, what do I keep it heavy on? I don't feel comfortable doing a heavy barbell squat. I don't feel comfortable doing a heavy bench press. Perfect. I'm glad we've gotten to this spot. What I want you to do is I want you to focus on dumbbells, and I want you to focus on plate loaded equipment. All right? Not necessarily selectorized stuff, plate loaded equipment. Some of the selectorized things that you could go heavy on that I do advise, most certainly your leg curls, whether it be seated or whether it be lying. Those are going to help bring up your hamstrings and build hamstrings of steel. Okay? But a lot of other stuff, if you have access to plate loaded equipment like Hammer, Prime, Atlantis, please, by all means, use that. Okay? Because what that's going to do, that's going to give you something that you can brace against and not for. You don't necessarily have to brace for a leg press. You don't necessarily have to brace for a seated shoulder press by Hammer Strength or Atlantis. You don't have to do anything. Anything that doesn't require a high amount of stabilization, like a free weight exercise, that's going to be your best bet in order for you to be able to have a maximum amount of force push against those handles or push against that machine. Okay? Well, Larry, I don't have a spotter. That's fine. I always recommend, and like myself, I go to something called safe failure. I'm not looking for grinder reps unless you're with a partner. If you have grinder reps where the weight just moves slow, and then you finish it and you have a partner, that's fine, because they have to help bail you out and help you get you up out of that machine. But I go to something called safe failure. The minute that weight starts to slow down by quite a bit, I may ratchet it in for one more rep, but I'm not doing anything where that rep is just super slow. If I see it comes to a damn near a complete stop, I just stop the set. And that's what I call safe failure. That's something that's underrated. Yes, you'll have to do a little bit more volume. Let's just get that out the way right now. But that will help you keep the weight heavy, and you'll just have to do it more often if you're training alone. If you're training with a partner, which is an absolute hack as far as muscular development goes, as far as strength development goes, if you have a great training partner, your goals will be accomplished much quicker. But if you don't, that's what I recommend. A lot of people will look at your videos, if you post videos up, and say, oh, you had 2 to 3 more reps. I may have had it, but I need help. I don't have it, so you get what you get. Okay? Another reason to keep the weights heavy is that there's this phenomenon called myogenic tonus, right? When people say they look toned, she looks toned, he looks toned, what they're really saying is that their muscles stand at the ready. They look ready for anything, to be able to pick up a heavy load, defend themselves, anything like that, all right? Heavy weights are the only way that you're going to be able to get that tone that you're looking for. I don't care what Shape magazine says. I don't care what you saw on The Talk or Rachel Ray or whatever daytime talk show you saw. I don't care what you read years ago in Muscle and Fiction. Heavyweight is what's going to give you the tone that you so desperately are looking for. Some people bring up, okay, well, what about the CrossFitters? They don't lift heavy and their tone. No, CrossFitters, number one, are very strong. A lot of CrossFitters have some elite level strength. Okay, let's just get that out the way. So saying that they look toned and they don't lift heavy at the same time it doesn't even line up. It doesn't even match. Okay, so I want you to understand that the only way you are going to get the body you want is that you're going to have to lift heavy. This does not apply if you are overweight. If you are overweight, if you are someone that does not have a high degree of movement or anything like that, y'all are totally out this conversation, because you have a whole other set of circumstances you need to worry about. However, for most of the gym population, keeping it heavy and just working up to safe failure is going to be a surefire bet for you to be able to get to where you need to go this summer. Also, heavy weights build density, okay? You will look thicker. You will look very much more fit, right, if you lift heavy. Light weights are fine, with some nuance with that, but they're fine, okay? I just did 60 reps with 40 pounds on the barbell curl because I am doing arms every training session. My arms are sore today. So there's some applications that light weights can be used, but as a general rule of thumb, if we are early in this 20 weeks of summer push, because next week is 19, okay? We're in the ones at that point. There's no more prefix 2s in our countdown number. There's no more prefix 2s. We're officially in the ones, so you need to keep the weights heavy, because at some point when that diet tightens up, you are going to have to go a little bit lighter to save your joints. You're going to have to go a little bit lighter to save, to make sure that you're not going to have a potential for injury. Okay? So I want you all to be mindful of that. That heavyweight is your way to go to get to the body of your dreams. All right? Pretty cut and dry, pretty simple. I hope you all got something from it. I'm glad you all stopped by. Hey, like and subscribe to my channel. I'm putting out content like this all the way up to the first, or shortly before the first weekend of summer. I want you all looking good. I want you all feeling great. I want you all nice and healthy, because we're going to have a great summer. We're determined on that, and we're going to look good doing it. All right? So until next time, guys, this is Larry signing off. Again, like and subscribe. If you got value from this, leave a comment. Let me know, and I'll holler at you soon. Y'all take care.